My name is Cole Brunke. I'm a junior in high school.
My name is Ari. I'm in 10th grade.
My name is Mark, and I'm in 9th grade.
My name is Aaliyah Martinez, and I'm in 8th grade.
My name is Diana, and I'm in 10th grade.
Jared Gonzalez, 8th grade.
My name is Kelly, and I'm a senior.
My name is George Hazda, and I'm currently in 10th grade.
Josiah Lopez, and I'm in 11th grade.
It's Rihanna, and I am in the 10th grade.
My name is Jaleesa Vargas. I'm in 9th grade.
My name is Caitlin, and I'm in 7th grade.
Jonathan, and I'm in 10th grade.
San Pedro High School.
Long Beach Polytechnic High School.
San Pedro High School.
Palos Verdes High School.
Southgate Middle School.
I attend Gabrielino High School in San Gabriel.
Southgate Middle School.
Bishop Montgomery High School, Torrance, California.
I go to San Pedro High School.
To Legacy STEAM High School.
San Pedro High School.
Southgate Middle School.
North Hollywood High School in Los Angeles.
My favorite subject in school right now is environmental science. I'm really interested in the subject itself, and I'm looking into how to protect the environment.
World history and chemistry.
History and chemistry. I like history because I find historical events very interesting.
Math, because it's very logical and it just makes sense.
All my science classes, but specifically my biology classes.
Math, because it's really fun whenever you figure out the subject.
I like the idea of learning more about our world and our history, and then I also love math.
I really like biology right now because it's really fun and it's really chill.
Math, because it is one of the most biggest subjects that I've understood.
English, because it allows me to expand my vocabulary and is simple for me.
It's calculus right now. It just connects to a lot of other classes I'm taking.
I love science because I just like doing experiments and knowing what you can do with different things.
Definitely chemistry. I really like chemistry because so far we're learning about how electrons and neutrons work.
I intend to major somewhere in the animal or science field. I'm very interested in zoology and marine biology.
My current plans is to get into a 4-year, try to get into medical school.
Because I'm really interested in becoming an orthopedic surgeon.
I've always wanted to go to Harvard since I was in pre-K, but I've been thinking of other options like Cambridge in the UK and stuff. But as for what I want to do after college, I probably want to study international relations.
I plan to study biochemistry. I plan to major in biochemistry after high school.
I'm going to try and go into medical school if possible.
I want to attend UC Santa Cruz, and I want to study marine biology.
I want to go to like a pretty good college, so like an Ivy League school, but you know, there's a lot of competition.
UC Santa Barbara to gain at least a master's in mechanical engineering.
Biochemistry, specifically with this program, I definitely enjoyed learning more about marine biology.
Biology and medicine are definitely options.
Stanford Medical University and attend a 4-year term in order to go into the OBGYN.
I would want to volunteer like shelters or different science programs or ways that I can research animals.
I was interested in participating in the Young Scientist program at Cabrillo because I know that it will provide me with research opportunities as well as the skills that are necessary that I will need in college and then after in any science field.
I didn't hear of this program before, and I was like, oh, that's interesting. And I heard we get to do experiments, and that also piqued my interest because sadly, because of COVID, I couldn't do experiments in my chemistry class. So I was like, oh, I'll do this instead.
The prospect of being allowed to do science research with qualified supervision.
I've always loved marine life, and last year I participated in the program, and it was a really great experience, and I didn't want to miss out this year.
I did it last year, and it was a really fun thing. And even though it was going to be all distance learning, I thought it would be cool to spend my time on something that would help me.
I thought this would be a really cool opportunity, not just to do my own research, but learn more about different types of biology, especially in the aquatic world.
I found out through the program through a friend of mine, and when I grew up, I wanted to be a marine biologist, so I thought this program would allow me to kind of enhance my understanding of our oceans.
Cabrillo has this really unique program in which you get to really do your own research project, which you can't really find anywhere else. Which is why I love the YSP program so much. You really get to explore your own interests and come up with a research project and a research idea.
What initially interested me in definitely pursuing this program was the amount of independence you would get in choosing what you wanted to research on.
I just want to keep developing skills in making the paper. I did that last night. I think that's really helpful for all types of writing, and also just developing actual scientific skills.
I enjoyed it a lot last year, and I really thought this would be a new challenge, something different, and hoping to get something out of the program this year.
I did this program last year, and it was a very educational experience, and I just loved working with the animals.
I recently haven't been able to been in a lot of programs, and I felt like this is something that correlates with science. I want to be in science and engineering.
The thing I enjoyed most about the Young Scientist program this year is the independence that I had in doing my own project and really focusing on what I thought was interesting and what I found was important.
Going through the science experimental process.
The staff was very attentive, even though we were all on lockdown. It was still really awesome to know a program like this could still continue in the midst of a pandemic.
It was really fun because I never got to really experiment with mushrooms or anything. Last year I did brine fish.
Through this research process was really awesome because I was able to act like a scientist while getting the help I needed.
I like knowing that I had support of them. I also like the hands-on projects, like getting to work with different microbes and different soil types, and I like knowing that I can make a difference.
It's been really cool to see actual physical spheres that are all about the same size of professional microplastics.
It taught me a lot of things about what science really is.
Would definitely be the amount of independence I got. In terms of the Zoom meetings, that was also pretty helpful.
I learned to do a bunch of the research on my own and definitely explore different types of working ethics.
It was still working with the animals, even though it might not be the same way. I still got the full experience of interacting with science and animals.
The thing I enjoyed most about the Young Scientist program this year is the independence that I had in doing my own project, and I also got a lot of good mentorship from the aquarium staff.
I not only learned to persevere, but I also learned to be thorough in my research and to ask questions when things don't necessarily go to plan.
I've been able to think of everything with a more scientific eye.
Helping me explore different career options like marine biology.
I was really able to see what I liked doing, and I found I really like conducting my own research.
There's not a lot of women also in science too, so I think the more people in science, it's better.
Because now when I look at science, I really think about the process, the procedure, because that's something that you really have to do.
It taught me how to use my time more, and it just changed me overall.
It's definitely made me more resilient towards problems such as COVID-19.
It definitely gave me an opportunity to work with others, and I was able to work on my own, but still having mentors there in order to help me.
It made me appreciate science more. Like if I was in class, I would say, oh, I learned this in Cabrillo.
Very enlightening. All the research I was doing, actually reading real papers.
The Young Scientist program is an opportunity to experience the scientific field of study and experimentation in a way that you won't find at many other places.
I have been using the new skills that I learned from the virtual Young Scientist program into my English and my chemistry class.
It's an amazing opportunity for students to experiment with the scientific method and also learn about themselves through the process.
Amazing opportunity for anyone that wants to take it up. You get to really expand your horizon, get new opportunities, and learn about new career options that you really wouldn't have known about before.
You get to put it in action and you get to do it. You are in charge of this research project, and it's both fulfilling and you learn so much from this opportunity.
I would definitely recommend this program to anyone who is open to learning more about marine biology.
And yes, I would definitely recommend it. It is a really cool program. It is something that you don't get to see a lot.
They will let you experiment with the animals and engage with science and their marine wildlife.
You'll learn a lot of skills throughout the program. You learn to grow more in everyday life.
And I think it's a really great program that if it's available to you to, do it, because what can go wrong?